Hello ladies and gents, this is Nico here, and welcome to the very first update of any kind on the main channel, and the second actual video of 2013 on the main channel. First of all guys, before I get into anything about this update, I would like to apologize for my inactivity. A lot of YouTubers have been inactive since the holidays. However, I am glad to say that I'm going to be one of those YouTubers who start making videos again as of right now. And let's just say guys, I have a lot to show you. But what's kind of been keeping me from making videos is, you guys know, if you guys have been following my vlog channel and my Flickr, I got a new puppy. And he's been really hard to take care of. It's kind of like taking care of a child, you know, bringing him out to go to the restroom, making sure he has enough water, making sure he doesn't go into places he's not supposed to, you know, trying to stop him from teething, etc., etc., etc. If you guys have a dog and you've had him since he was little, you guys know what I'm talking about as far as training him. So that is pretty much one of the reasons why I haven't been able to get on. The next reason will probably be family issues. I wouldn't say family issues, but there have been a lot of stuff going on, family drama that I've had to take care of as well, that have kind of been keeping me away from making videos. So I am glad to say that now I'll be able to make more videos, whether if it's on updates, mock showcases, figure reviews. I'm going to start doing those videos again, so I'm happy to say that I will be active for 2013. So what I have for you guys is an update that's long overdue, and really guys, I should have probably done this update a long time ago, and you know, just so I could have made more of these updates. However, I've decided that, you know, I'm going to keep the update system the way it is at this point, which is doing what I'm doing now, making one update before the actual series is released. So this update that I have for you guys is going to be on the Clone Wars MOC series, which is basically a MOC series that I had planned since last year, which originally was supposed to case 4 MOCs that I had, you know, previously selected for, you know, based off the fan choice MOC series that I had back on the XX Misery XX09 channel. However, now the terms have changed pretty much. The MOCs I'm going to be doing are 2 MOCs from the actual Clone Wars series, and then 2 freestyle MOCs like Yavin and Tatooine, my previous Tatooine MOC that is. So the MOCs that I have that are pretty much not freestyle and based off of the Clone Wars series for you guys are the Republic Judiciary Detention Center Escape of W.I.Ps, Cad Bane, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, disguised as Renko Hardeen, and the Death Watch Takeover of Mandalore. And for the freestyle MOCs, I have the setback on Yavin IV, and this very, very late attempt of recon on Chandrila, which is actually right there. That is the last MOC I'll get to. First, I'm going to start off with the detention center. So guys, my progression on this is 56%, and I kind of go as far as saying that it's halfway done because I have all of the figures. The MOC itself is almost done pretty much. Originally the MOC was supposed to be a 4 base plate MOC. However, obviously, since a lot of my great base plates are in use and they pretty much aren't sold in stores anymore aside from Lego Store, and I'm not going to go onto the Lego Store and I'm not going to spend $5 good on Bricklink to buy some, I had to borrow this one initial base plate from my little brother, which I will be giving back to him when this MOC is complete. And you know, I'm really thankful that he actually lent me this base plate, or loaned me this base plate, if you will. So anyways, now let's get down to business with this. A lot of the basic construction of the landscape right now has currently been all freehand, you know, how my old MOCs were, basically using all the parts that I had before. And I know how old that got, but I really wanted to make this MOC and get a basis for it. Now that I got a basis for it, I will be making at least 5 to 7 Bricklink orders to complete this. As you guys know, I have pretty much a lot of the figures ready to go. I have the Clone Force ready for sure. This Clone Garrison I've had for a little bit. Actually, not even a garrison, it's more like a squad. but these shock troopers are supposed to be kind of like prison guards, and I did make a review of them earlier in 2012, so I've had these figures for a long time. But you know, I'm glad to say that now I can finally show them off, and they will be used in this MOC. As for the prisoners, most of them are done. A lot of these prisoners are you know, basically aliens that I pretty much had heads for at the time. The only figure that's not complete is that one, and I'm going to try to find a Trandoshan head to basically substitute that for boss. And I'm also going to try to, you know, find some other alien heads while I'm trying to place the bricklink orders for this, so that I can make this MOC a little bit more accurate, because all of these prisoners are basically freehand and they're not exactly what I had planned to have for this MOC. So I'm going to see what else I can do to make sure this MOC becomes a lot more accurate and pretty much a lot more detailed, since I'm using only one base plate. And I think, you know, since I am only using one base plate, it actually does look a little bit better than if I would have planned to use 4 base plates, which would have taken up a lot more space. So pretty much that's what I have going on for this MOC. As I already stated, these clones are made by Republic Customs. So this is an RC Custom sponsored MOC, and the last thing I have to say is this MOC will more than likely be done by the end of this month. I guarantee you guys that, since the end of the season, the winter season will be on March 20th. So that'll be done really soon. Now we move on to Yavin. Yavin was pretty much a huge project ever since June of last year, and I'm glad to say that it's now almost finished. The progression of this MOC is 92.7%. I don't go as far as saying it's almost like 100% complete, because I don't have all of the figures yet. But at the same time, I don't go as low as saying that it's not totally done, because pretty much I know that we have enough grass to cover up this entire section. Yes, guys, this entire section right here, these entire 6 base plates, is still not detailed with foliage yet. However, by the end of the month, I guarantee you this MOC will be covered in grass, and it will look a lot better completed, and with all of the power functions and really cool stuff that we're going to have in here. So, pretty much, let me get into the bare nakedness of this MOC, what is left to do. There are basically 5 bricklink orders needed to be placed to make sure this MOC is officially done, and those bricklink orders are primarily for the new shield generator that we're going to make official, and power cells for the pyramids to also, and we're going to make those look official. I have the prototype versions right there. I'll be showing you guys those in a second. But those are pretty much the 4 bricklink orders that we needed, and I'm actually happy to say that I placed those bricklink orders already. So they have been squared away, taken care of, and they should be arriving within the next week or so. And after that, Yavin will hopefully be finished, landscape-wise at least. So that is pretty much it. Now let me show you guys the prototype shield generator and the power cells. The shield generator is basically going to be the explanation as to why the clones are going into the MOC on foot, instead of, you know, having like a gunship hovering over the tower, or hovering over the pyramids like my last MOC, and stuff like that. Basically, that's supposed to be the excuse as to why I don't have any ships in this MOC. And then for the power cells, those are supposed to be the explanation as to how power is being transmitted to the pyramids, you know, for the holographs, for the shields that basically act like doors for the pyramids, stuff like that. But like I said, the parts to make these look official are coming in as we speak, and they will be arriving here really soon. Now, the layout where these are supposed to go is right there, that metal base plate. That's why that base plate is pretty much all cleared up. And after I get all the parts in, hopefully I will have the full team work day ready to go. By the full team, I mean the entire team. Yes, I've been saying that for the last couple of months, guys, but we do have an official roster now. All of the members on the team are ready to work. We just need to find some time so that they can work. But all the members who haven't put in work, all the members you haven't seen in the Bricks by the Bay updates yet, you guys will be seeing them by the end of this month, because I will have a picture of the entire team posted on Flickr, and I will more than likely have at least one Bricks by the Bay update with the entire team being shown in that update. Whether if that update's going to be on time or be on the weekends when everybody could work remains to be seen. I'm not exactly sure yet, but guarantee that'll be done by the end of this month. You guys will be seeing the full team really soon. All the droids are currently back in the MOC setup. I've decided that I'm going to be having the Droidekas from the new 2013 Battle Pack, as well as the 2013 Sniper Battle Droideka in this MOC. I'm going to have 2 of the Sniper Droidekas, and I'm going to have 4 of the Battle Pack Droidekas in this MOC. Just so I think we'll have a little bit more diversity instead of having some clones and droids. So, you know, and plus I think the newer Droidekas look a lot better than every single Droideka, minus the original one that we've seen so far. Now, to get down to the entire explanation of the landscape, all the basic parts for this MOC have been acquired. As for parts we might need, like, to double up on the grass or to make sure there's extra detail for the trees, we're going to pretty much place those orders whenever we have money. By we, I mean the entire team, not just myself anymore. So, we're going to wait until that works itself out. And as for the trees, now you can knock them over and, they won't break. I'll probably have a drop test, end quote, on my Flickr page if you guys vote enough for that. But either way, I'll probably just end up doing it on my own. So, that is pretty much it for that. As for the clones that I'm going to have in this MOC, you guys have already seen the clone force. Actually, let me go back there and show that to you guys more in detail. That's the majority of it. Now, there are like a bunch of other clones that I have not showed you guys, minus Clone Trooper or Clone Commander Gree, and the entire Kashyyyk squad. The only custom Phase 2 clone that I have to show would be Clone Trooper Draw, and he looks awesome. And yes, guys, this is a Republic Custom sponsored MOC still. That is an RC Customs clone. And as for the Phase 2 clones, guys, I am going to be using the Clone Wars clone bodies with the CAC clone heads, just to save myself enough money. That's the figure concept I'm going to implement, and plus I think it's already, it already looks good, I think it'll look great if I put the CAC heads or CAC helmets onto the newer clone bodies. So I don't think it'll be that too bad of an idea. As for the weapons, as you guys know, I'm going to be putting CAC weapons on every single clone and every single battle droid, except for the Droidekas, because they obviously don't need guns of their own, or at least guns separately. But I'm going to be taking care of that really soon, because I'm either going to order that from Clone Trooper X39 or Minifix for You. More than likely, the weapons are going to come from Minifix for You, just because I already have a discount going with him. But for X39, I'm going to have to make an order from him, because right now the MOC is still unstable. Because, I was supposed to sponsor Clone Trooper X39's plate lockers using this MOC, but I have not purchased the plate lockers yet. So, this MOC is currently unstable, and if you move the table to the side, you probably would knock a base plate off or a pyramid off and would totally destroy it. So, currently, there's really nothing holding this MOC together, but I am waiting for the plate locker, for me to have enough money to place an order for the plate lockers, because they're already ready. And more than likely, we'll be getting those in soon. But they'll be probably the last thing I order. And for sure, guys, again, this MOC will be done by the end of this month. Again, progression is 92.2%. I'll be going into more detail about this MOC in the Bricks by the Bay update. Stay tuned for that on the alternative channel later on today. Now we move on to the Death Watch MOC. Now, I have not exactly decided what area the Death Watch MOC will be at, but more than likely you'll probably be using these 4 base plates right here. I'm going to be using the Clone Wars MOCs as references for this. I will probably have custom figures such as the Mandalorian guards, as well as Duchess Satine and the female Mandalorian that we saw in there, Bo-Katan, which was actually Satine's sister. I was really shocked to hear that when I saw that episode come on. Of course, I am going to have the Knight Brothers. I need to modify my Darth Maul to the newer version so I can get him finished. And as for the MOC organization tab, as far as Bricklink orders, I have a lot of Bricklink orders to place for this. I want to say a little over 15 Bricklink orders before this is done. And I will obviously have some of the Mandalorian speeders, as well as the custom X-39 Mando super tank that I made freehand. Again, guys, the progression of this MOC, 7%, so barely not even finished. And now we move on to that was, by the way, the second MOC off of the Clone Wars series. This right here is the other freestyle MOC, which is going to be the Recon on Chandrila. I'm going to try to implement some new building techniques using only 2 base plates. Again, guys, since I have a limited amount of space. But, you know, more than likely, I will be trying to do something that I have not done before with the Chandrila MOC. I will have the entire 327th Legion of Phase 2 clones in this MOC. I will have Aayla Secura in this MOC, and I will have both Minifigs for You, Commander Devis, and Commander Bly in this MOC as well. And I will actually be using Delta Squad in this MOC from Fluffy Duck Customs. The scenery has already been planned out. I just need to implement that. I'm going to be implementing like kind of an island texture. And sorry for that little cutoff, you guys, but again, overall, this MOC is at 10%. So, let me reiterate now throughout the progression of every single other MOC that I showed you guys in this update. The Judiciary Detention Center, 56%. Yavin, 92.7%. The Death Watch Takeover Mandalore, 7%. And the Recon on Chandrila, 10%. Basically, guys, that is it for these Clone Wars MOCs. I will have every single one of these MOCs done by the end of this month. And as you guys know, you guys can find more updates on the Yavin IV MOC on my Bricks by the Bay updates, which will be posted on my alternative channel. Speaking of which, I will have one later on today, so stay tuned for that. And as for every single other MOC, you guys will probably want to keep up with the weekly updates, because I will mention a little bit about these in the weekly updates. Those will be returning as well. And also, guys, stay tuned. I will be having my Minifigs for You reviews and my late Republic Custom minifigure reviews up by the end of this week. I guarantee that. So, thank you guys again for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. And enjoy. Oh, one more thing, guys. Forgot. For Yavin, if I don't end up having the entire MOC finished, like the entire battle scene is done, have the plate lockers in it, everything, I will be doing a secondary MOC on Yavin, showing the clone force getting onto the planet from that gunship. That's actually why this 327 gunship is not in the bedroom with the rest of the other ships and vehicles. That's why I still have it out here. So, just thought I'd let you guys know that. More than likely, if that does happen, I will be letting you guys know in the weekly update. So, now, that's everything I had to say. So, thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Oh, and as always, guys, the description of everything that I went over in these videos, you know, basically everything I outlined, if you guys didn't want to watch the whole video, will be put in the description. I will have the progression listed and pretty much everything that I went over under bulletins in this video in the description. So, check that out if you guys don't want to watch the entire video. Sorry for the random gun in the background, but yeah. So, thanks again.